Hola, it's Paola here with another, monthly little video. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing with these videos. I feel like I'm gonna have to show my face eventually. Kinda got a camera for that, so, well, a little webcam. I don't know how good that's gonna be, but it's something. I'm just slowly getting used to doing this, so today is just a very long processy video. We are starting with the pin. As you can see, I started with a very sketchy sketch. That's usually how I put down my ideas, is my sketchbook, take a picture, add it to my Illustrator, and kind of like trace over it and like move things around. I really wanted to do something for, well, this is the Bard design, as you can see. Really wanted to do something for the musical bards, but also have something for other arts, because I always get that comment from people being like, not all bards are music bards. It's like, yeah, let's try to represent. Maybe some bard is into writing or painting, or what's the name of that art that is like making bouquets, that's cool. I wish I could add all the bard ideas into one pin, but that would be really, really hard. It could also be, someone who's an actor studying a script. I don't know. Definitely had to have a lute. It's just, you have to, it's a bard. Also, I added some twinkling lights, as you'll see, because I thought it would be pretty. Trying to make the windows as pretty as possible. And I also want to add plants or flowers as much as I can, because they're pretty. As you can see, I had to get a picture of tulips so I know what I'm drawing. Usually a good idea to have some kind of a reference. You're gonna start to see now me messing with the window. I thought it looked too 2D and I wanted something to look a little bit more real, but also I don't want to add a lot of details, because I know that the more details, tiny details I add, the more defects I'm gonna have in my pins. So I try to make them as easy as possible to produce, to save myself and the manufacturer the trouble or having to like fill in little tiny pockets of color. That's why I move around some things and I try to keep it as easy as possible. I don't want to have to deal with manufacturers. That is also the reason why I didn't add strings to the lute. Just too little details. I think it's gonna read as a lute anyway, so. And here you're gonna see me feeling, or maybe I don't do it right now, but like I'm gonna fill in that little tiny space of white that's between the thing. What are they called? I have no idea. I don't know anything about music. Have I mentioned that? Every time I have to do a design for a bard, I'm like, music notes. How does one write music? And I took some like music writing, well, whatever it's called, like classes when I was in school. I don't know, nothing stuck. The only thing I know is how to write clef, whatever that thing is called. That little swirly thing. I know where it should go. That's all I learned. Oh yeah, twinkling lights. And maybe we'll get to the fun part of picking colors soon. Yes. Always copy your design just so you don't lose it. And then I expanded all my strokes filled in on all the spaces, and that's where I start adding the color. And I keep all the live strokes in the other copy, just in case I need to fix something, which I had to do, but I didn't record that part, but I did go back in and fix the shape of the lute because I wasn't super happy with it, and also move the glass because I thought it was too much in the middle. But for now it's gonna stay like this, but you'll see like the final result has the glass of water with the brush a little bit more to the side, and the lute has a more lute shape instead of ukulele or shape that it has right now. This is kind of a view on how I pick my colors. Just I have some palettes that I take inspiration from, and then I change everything to Pantone colors, and then I keep changing things. I have my Pantone palette up there, or I guess it's Pantone book colors up there, and I also have an actual Pantone book that I have in my hands as I'm picking colors, because they're very often very different from what you see on the screen, so it's very good to confirm and check if what you're seeing is actually gonna print like that. My manufacturer has already sent me a picture of what the colors look like, and they're perfect, so I'm really happy with how I picked my colors here. I try not to use mint too much, but it's so hard. It's like my favorite color, especially on pins. It looks so good. So I was trying really hard. It's like not mint, just pick something else. But you know, I can't help it. I also changed the colors a little bit to what you're gonna see here. Not a lot. I think the blue, just this navy blue, turned out like way more bright blue than what you see here. But everything else, pretty much, all the colors stayed the same. I think this is what I realized. I need something vibrant that's going to match all these blues, and I'll arrive soon, I hope, to this salmon color that I really liked. Though I really like that kind of purpley pink, dusty pink one. Oh, see, that's nice. I love assigning colors. It's probably my favorite part. I think that's when everything comes together. And I'm going to try to do all the designs in harmony with each other, but also different colors. We'll see how it goes. I just don't want to do the same colors over and over again, though that would make it look like cohesive. I guess we will see how it turns out. The next one, I don't know what next one's gonna be. I think people are waiting for our Ranger, which would be fun. That would be really fun to do. Ranger or Druid? Yeah, really looking for those. But really up to the patrons to see what they say. Fixing some little details here. And then I decided, let's add more color, because, you know, I didn't have enough colors in the design. And I wanted to do a gradient from like darker to light to indicate that it's a window and the sky is outside. I just didn't want to add some, I really thought about adding some clouds screen printed, but I didn't want to. That's another thing, screen printing is another thing that might make for more defects, and it was just maybe a little too complicated. I thought just keep it simple, do a little gradient. Again, every time I want to change something in the design, I do a copy, so I don't lose. Do something I might have liked. And this was when I was like, oh, this paper is missing something. so good. And this is how I drew the stickers. Again, I use Procreate. I'm really getting used to using that for final things. I used to only use it for sketching and like things that weren't final drawings, but I'm trying to get more loose with my drawings, so it's been really nice to just go for it and see what happens, and anything I don't like I can change as I go. I've been using this technique, I don't know if you would call that, but where I do lightness, just set the colors down and then add the line art, which I've never done before. I've always been like, oh, okay, here's my sketch, then I'm going to like line it really nicely and then add the colors, and now I'm just like, whatever, do colors, then I'll do the lines, and it's actually really nice, very freeing. Yesterday I made a fan art, very indulgent fan art like that, and it was just so nice to not care too much, because my problem when I'm drawing is always being a perfectionist, and everything has to be perfect and everything has to be like within the lines, and so this just gives me, I don't know, it's just easier to let it go if something isn't perfect, and I really like that style, so this is what I'm doing right now. And as you can see, I no sketches for this. I mean, I had some sketches on paper to give me some idea, because I have to think of at least like 12-13 things to add as little stickers, but then I just went for it. So that's nice. I'm not caring too much if it's like lopsided. I think that gives it personality. For a Bard, I always try to add a pan flute, you know, to represent somehow. Like, I don't know, I'm from Bolivia, so I try to like represent as much as I can. And of course some drawing things, because again, represent what I like to do. And I don't know if I showed before how I make my sticker sheets. I don't know if I'm making it more complicated than it needs to be, but I just use clipping masks on Illustrator. I love working in Illustrator because I worked on it for my day job for years, so I feel so fast when I'm using it. Like I said, I just pretty much live traced the stickers to get the shapes, and then use clipping masks over the JPEG that I exported from Procreate. And then the fun part, I don't know, it's getting all the stickers to line up and fit and look fine, like all together. I know I've seen some people make their Procreate stickers and lay them out like how they're going to be in the page, which just sounds really smart. And I really need to start doing that. But I usually don't. I just like draw them however, and then I try to make them fit in a page. I really should just create a 4x6 page on Procreate and draw and try to make them all fit as I draw. Maybe that'll be my next project for next month, because trying to make everything fit, as you'll see, takes so long. And this is not real time, it's like 300% like sped up, so you know, it takes a lot of moving here and there. I didn't even add all the moving here and there because that would have been way too long. But I'm loving the colors, so this is where I know I'm in the last stretch and I'm almost done. And then I remember that I still need to do the wallpapers the next day. But it was really fun to do the wallpapers this time, because I really went for the pattern this time, and I had to do it in Photoshop because all I had was JPEGs, but I made it work and the wallpapers turned out so good. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's the wallpapers from my patrons, who get some wallpapers every month. I can't believe I didn't cut this part of the saving part, but you know, I get to talk to you a little bit more. Let me know anything you want me to make a video about because I really want to do one once a month and I need some ideas or some requests. So thank you if you listened to this whole thing. Let me know if you did. Bye.